pieces are overwhelmed. And we will see it.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Unbelievable. Rook versus queen. And this is a technical win, but it's actually, with the correct defense, quite hard, if I remember correctly. But it's really difficult to defend this because you've got to put the rook quite a long way away from the king and avoid losing it. So...
Magnus is going to test Jan out in this one.
I'm sure that both players have looked at this ending quite a lot of times before, because it's one of those pure endings that you get that you probably should look at some point. You will get it at a moment in your life. And this is the kind of move you must do. You must move the rook a long way away. That's the kind of key, not drawing way, but the key idea to make it tricky.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this ending?
I have, and I've struggled to win actually once in the World Junior Championship when I was quite young. My opponent defended really well, and it took me about 35, 40 moves to win the Black Rook, so just in time. But I think every time I've had this on the defending side, I've lost, including to Vashligrav and a couple of other players. They tend to know the technique, especially if the king gets forced onto one of the sides of the board.
Yeah, so making it as tricky as possible, but it's not going to be quite enough here.
But there were these moments in that endgame when Magnus had his chance and his opportunity to hold that. And maybe, David, you will show us where he missed out. It was a tough hold, but a big fight. It does continue. Jan Nepomniachtchi doing what felt impossible, making a comeback in his match with some scintillating play out of the opening. Rook takes e6. He made it all happen.
He's beaten Magnus in the opening and the middle game. He's on the brink now of beating him in the endgame too.
Gotta do it thrice, David.
He's gone the long way around.
3 times.
100-move game almost now.
Your speciality, David.
I mean, my favourite, not everyone's favourite. I don't think Magnus is enjoying this. And
I prefer the more Mamajarov kind of games where he says he never gets into the ending. You know, how many moves are we on? Because obviously if it gets to 50 moves, then the game is declared a draw automatically. But I think
the last capture was on move 79. So Magnus needs to survive till move 129.
We've just reached the 30 move.
Okay.
79, you said?
79, so they've made
20 moves since.
20 moves, 30 moves to go before the 50-move rule and the draw kicks in. White needs to win the Black Rook or deliver checkmate. Don't push the White King forward.
Oh, dirty trick there. You got, and Nepo is just ready for all of these Magnus tricks. There was a stalemate idea.
Can we show that?
On the board.
Let's show this. You have to be really careful. If you advance too fast, too hastily, then Black can give away the Rook. Look at this, skewering the king and queen, and taking would lead to stalemate. Ignore the bar. This would be a draw. Black's king can't move and isn't in check, so this would be a forced draw. So watch out for this theme to recur.
Now, king e6, rook, and rook d6 doesn't work because there's queen d6 coming in with a check, so you can still go in with the king.
50-50 shot.
50-50.
You never know.
He's still struggling to find the right setup.
Yeah, he's running out of moves, isn't he now? Surely. So I think you have to play at some point, if I remember correctly, it's some weird zugzwang, a move with the queen where you tie your opponent's rook down. But no progress has been made here for quite some time now.
He's getting frustrated. He made a bit of a gesture there, Jan Nepomniachtchi. Impressive defense from Magnus Carlsen to have survived, what is it now, 30 moves in this hopeless endgame. And you're right, Simon, he's really running out of moves now. He's got to win within the next 20. And, okay, still hard for Black to defend. Where do you put the rook without it being lost to a double attack? He's using the second rank defense here. Just here it's the 7th from Black's side, but keeping his king and rook as close to each other as possible. As soon as they're separated, it will be game over. And
whoa!
What?
Oh!
Whoa! Check.
Unbelievable!
And maybe now you cannot take the rook. That's stalemate again. Maybe now Black can hold long enough to make the 50 move rule happen.
Wow. That was an unbelievable check. And the king gets off the back rank and it forces this position and you're going to get to 50. How does he do it? He's just a magician.
And they reach the 40 move mark, another 10 moves. If Magnus gets through, then it ends in a draw. Automatically, the game stops.
Yeah.
Wow, one of the world's best players, Jan Nepomniachtchi, struggling to win this theoretically won endgame. He looks disgusted with himself.
Yeah.
Oh my, I think he realizes it, that he's not going to be in time to convert this one anymore.
I think he needs to go back and look at the technique, as we all do. Very easy to forget it, but amazing stalemate trick there that Magnus pulled off.
Oh my gosh.
He really has 9 lives, Magnus Carlsen. How does he keep doing this? Hopeless situations. Many of us would have resigned.
And it's going to happen now. 2 more moves, and it just stops.
Okay.
50 move rule signals no progress, no captures, no pawn pushes, and it will be a draw. Magnus just needs not to blunder his rook on the next move.
What happened?
Okay, he's a bit worried, but he's made the draw. Unbelievable.
Does it? What is this drama, Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah.
Wow, with a smile there. He also is in disbelief. And David, as you said, probably using up one of his 9 lives today, surviving that one. And for Jan Nepomniachtchi, it is heartbreaking. What a fantastic game he played.